God, it looks like Kefka's place. God, yes, city.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Yulmore itself lies beyond.
Oh man, that is the... I want to say that's funny. No, that's just like spitting on everyone's face.
This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh?
What's all this then?
I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
I'm sorry, I'm not really looking right now.
She's not here to compete. Leave her be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Yes, and then I told you to piss off, so piss off.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Oh my god, really?
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all. Yulmore extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy, even on days when fish is not on the menu! Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another, we may not at all.
Fish, is it? Was there anyone?
What about that girl?
Oh, well, that's
Do you
unfortunate.
recall how I said Yulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame. It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Yulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
I don't understand. How do they maintain their privilege when half the world is like in shambles?
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in a city of splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor.
It's pretty fucked up.
Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for? Well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident! For you. Enjoy!
Well, that's... I guess that's okay. That seems alright.
Meal is a foodstuff which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gate Town, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity, yet the whole arrangement just seems...
I know, it's suspicious.
well, let us just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
So it's citizens and the people just giving out meal, and meal is the main thing. I feel like it's like some weird brainwashing type of food. This is insulting. I really don't like this. So you literally go and dressed as jesters, coming out to these people who are desperate to find salvation, and then, ugh. Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught. The dubious privilege of residency must be won via contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past few decades, ever since Hilmar's current ruler came into power. Yet from what I've seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them. Why'd everyone just disappear? Okay. What was it? Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I have tried to propose ways they could improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. The attitude is so entrenched now, I worry that, well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gate Town and judge the situation for yourself. Alright. So people have become overly reliant because that's what they were taught. Worried wife. That whatever struggle they have here pales in comparison to the possibility of living an extravagant life within the city, free from the terrors of the Sin Eaters. Begrimed bloke. Aren't you the one that tried to hook up with me? What do you want? Still here, are you? Can't blame you for wanting a slice of Vilmar's pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Gate Town's not much to look at, but at least it's safe, and meal is the best thing I've ever tasted. If it's too good to be true, then it probably is my response to that. Just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of a life that waits for me inside those walls. Oh, will they ever pick me? Oh my god, you want to live over there? What is this? Bubbling crock pot. Cook pot. A large pot bubbles over the flame. Pale chunks, meow, you realize, float in otherwise plain broth. That doesn't sound lovely. I feel like another horror is gonna come about pretty soon. Seen what the Gate Town has to offer. These people can no longer fend for themselves. They become dependent on handouts of meal and believe Hilmar is the answer to all their woes. Yet no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay unable to conceive of any other way of life. Yeah, that is sad. Ah, ye angry. You disapprove of these people's way of life. You disapprove of Ilmar. Both actually. Oh, did I turn off my visor? It is difficult to make a final judgment without first studying the city's inner workings. Mayhap it is that uncertainty which always makes me feel so ill at ease here. Not that it matters, however unjust this system seems to be. If these people are claimed to be content with their lot, it's hardly my place to criticize their choices. This is fair. But take that elderly lady you rescued, does it not seem that those who have chosen to forgo Ylmar's largesse are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gate Town, and so hamlets and fields across the island are left empty and unattended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. This is true. Nay, I am not convinced that Ylmar's generosity truly serves the best interests of Colusia's people. No, it doesn't. I am not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all of this. Yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hardworking villagers struggle to survive, even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of a capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Ylmar's gates. It's fortunate that you arrived when you did, Griffin. I've been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should come soon to fruition. Yes, my boy is very smart. There's a beast tribe who makes its home in the seas surrounding the island. The Ondo, they are called, though you and I know them as Sagan. Okay? For the most part, they keep to themselves in their ocean grottos, and rarely have dealings with land dwellers. But as Taru took such great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugani, business favors the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular, and when I offered to procure such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prospective investor, would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Ylmoran lord will have time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. Yes. Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating price. Oh man. My appointment with the Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them there on the shore. Might you help me make the exchange? Sure. Did you think about where to get the produce? Excellent, I should be glad of your company. First things first. Moshamoa, my supplier and right. Okay, you have a supplier, good. Who that? No one I know. But he probably overheard that plan. That Alphino, you're still so naive that you have to shout your plans to the heavens and let everyone know about it. This is Moshamoa, the farmer of whom I spoke. Okay, hi. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you, Moshamoa. Here to collect the produce I purchased. I loaded your lackey up with the goods not long ago. Oh, see, I told you! My lackey? I don't know such person. Mr. Lad, short blue hair? No? He said come on your behalf since you seem to know all the details. I just assumed. Confounded, someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation, and you still haven't learned how to keep your big mouth shut, Alphino. This charlatan was here not long ago. He cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. Find a vantage point to the south side of town, and I shall take to the west. I hope Dark Knight was retooled to actually feel better than Wood Eyes. Feel better than what it was in Stormblood, because I really did not like its rotation. It wasn't so much of the dark art spam, but the fact that they added the second system with the blood, which was actually pretty simple, but still the dark arts system kind of like made everything just like super janky and hard to prioritize. Oh no, not this again. Well, gotta abuse it since we didn't use it since the first Stormblood, like 4.0, I guess. Is this the fellow I'm looking for? Well, here's a... I don't think he's... Is he? Oh, he is? Oh, he's a cat person. Okay. What's he doing there just running around? Any sign of him? I like how I just randomly happen to have binoculars and just manage to zoom in on everything whenever I need it. We've got a keen eye. Let's move in before he makes good on his escape. Yeah, isn't it called a cashmere sweater that thing Alphino is wearing? I know it's a crafter's sweater that when it was introduced obviously went for like a ton of gil and stuff. Blue-haired Mistel, your days are numbered. Come here.
There you are.
Oh, he's gonna be voice acted too. Cool.
The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea, get in that way.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Tell me then, Kai Shear. Must it be Yulmore or nothing? What of the Crystarium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Yulmore.
What the fuck?
That's
Why?
where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
Can you really afford to be picky on your survival? Really?
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Yulmoran's interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
Well, so much for your plan
This was but
after,
one
like...
path. There will be others. But for young Kai Shear, it was the difference between life and death.
Yeah, but it's kind of fucked up. Like, he could have really gone to the
I do
Crystarium,
not
but...
regret my decision. Yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best.
It probably wasn't. He probably would have... Something bad would have happened either anyway.
We strive to bring swift salvation to this world. That countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
Meaning we'd better hurry and think of a new plan. That's not who you is.
I suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alphino, ever the slave to sentiment.
Damn, that's good. That's good voice acting, Alphino.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending.
I feel that kid's...
Shall we return to right then?
I feel that kid wouldn't have a happy ending.
Is that?
Huh? What are you looking at? Huh?
I can't
What?
be sure, but I think someone's in trouble.
Please tell me that's not the kid we just helped out.
Come on, they may need our help.
We can wretch. Who could this be? I don't recognize the back of his head, so... Mercy, mercy, I beg you. Okay. I thought for certain I was dead. How am I ever to repay this kindness? We don't need your payment, just stop dying. Crystal, I was invited to Ilmar to work as an artist. Alright. A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out into the street. I was left penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lord Va-3's city. Within days I had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to leave. Little did I know that how soon you'd grant my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the god's damn ocean. What the fuck? I'm up here. How are you not dashed to pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though if you hadn't found me when you did, I wouldn't have counted for much. The citizens condone such barbaric punishment? Oh, without a second thought. When Lord Va-3 passes judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Yulmar, his word is law. Well, who the fuck is this guy, and how is his word so strong? I feel like those are brainwashing panda souls that he's handing out. Fires chase the chill from my bones. Thank you again. The more I hear about Yulmar, the more determined I am to see what waits within its walls. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first we should convey Tristol to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out of the city's chilly coastal air. Okay. Way into the city. South. For another day. Do for tomorrow what you can do for today. Because you have better things to do than chase ether currents. Okay, where am I going? Okay, here. Oh my god, bird, can you not gallop more faster? To be frank, the thought of sending my saviors into that awful place makes me sick to my stomach. Since it's plain you've set your minds on it, you should take this. What that? It's my favorite paintbrush. The Ulmorian elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. And if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. If you make a show of owning such a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people you have a talent for painting. Oh! I see where this is going. Are you certain? This is your livelihood. We cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. I give it gladly after you've done for me. Besides, I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. That's what I'll do instead. I honestly haven't decided, but I shan't stay long in this place, not with that city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move on to new lands and a new profession. I'll keep you in my prayers for now until my dying day. That's rather optimistic and free-thinking of you, considering the state of the world at this point. City of Final Pleasures. They say kindness is its own reward, but Tristal has repaid us with a gift as timely as it was unexpected. We will, however, need to act upon his advice before another painter steps in to fill the vacancy. Thankfully, I do have some modest skill with a brush. Nothing approaching that of a true artist, of course, but enough to play the role, I would hope. Yes, I remember that. As for you, well, if you don't mind taking a subordinate role, mayhap you could pose as my assistant. Yeah, the very tall, very angry, very scary looking role lady with the glowing red eyes is assistant to this little angelic little boy. That's settled. All we need to do now is return to Gate Town and wait the next appearance of those vile jesters. What do you have to say for me? No, wait. Should be as good a place as any. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention once more. What day it's been for folks at our door. We've welcomed a peddler who made pearls from a plum, and now we've a place for a painter of a plum. So come along and don't be slow. It's time to let your colors show. Well, I can't paint worth shit. I can paint portraits at least. Landscapes and still lifes are so rarely commissioned these days. Oh, I thought I spied some new faces in the crowd. What fortunate that you should feel at ease around an easel. What proof have you of your prowess? Any masterpiece on your person? Shit. Uh-oh. Sadly not. Everything I paint is soon sold, such is the life of a working artist. I have only my brush to testify for this, though you will note that it has seen no small amount of service. Flecks of paint, both old and new, a tool much loved and much used. Not a prop to be conjured on the hop. Very well. Come with us and we'll put those talents to the test. Who is this hanger-on? Well-wisher or parasite? Wow, excuse you? Well, this is my assistant. She whose unfailing support allows my art to flourish. I will go with her or not at all. Parasite then. We shall leave her fate in the hands of your new employer, if it matters not a whit to us. And having filled our latest vacant space, we retire to your more sweet embrace. Uh-huh. Yeah? Oh, mercy me, Damiel. We almost took our leave without leaving a loving token. We must empty the sack so we make our way back.